I am now going to review how to use a double number line. We're going to start with the fraction problem 5/6 plus 7/9. When using a double number line, you're going to first start with rewriting the problem and then drawing a number line. I always start at 0, and then we're going to add the 5/6. But before we do that, we need to figure out what are we going to be breaking our fractions into that are the same numbers to find an equivalent fraction. So in order to do that, we are going to be finding multiples of 6 and 9. And the easiest thing that our class has learned is that we simply can multiply the denominators. 6 times 9 is 54. This is not necessarily the least common multiple, but it is simply a multiple of 6 and 9. We have figured out also a key. We have realized that in order to solve these double number line problems, we need to figure out what just 1/6, the simpler form of 54 is, and what 1/9 of 54 is. In order to do that, again, we figured out that 54 divided by 6 equals 9, and that 1/9 of 54, which is 54 divided by 9, equals 6. Now, we're going to use these later when we are figuring out the rest of our problem. So we start with 5/6. That means we need to add 5/6. When we're adding, we leave space for more bumps or humps. We're going to put plus 5/6 in here, and we're going to figure out what is 5/6 of 54. In order to figure out what 5/6 of 54 is, we need to go to the simpler one. 1/6 of 54 is 9. If I have 5 of them, 5 times 9 is 45. If you can't figure that one out from figuring out 5 times 9 or why you would do it, it's simply 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6, which is 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9. So now this is 0 plus 45 is 45 out of 54. And on the top part, we're going to make that or write it in fraction form. And instead of just putting 5/6, because it is 0 plus 5/6 is 5/6, we're going to write it in this fraction that we made, 45/54. Then continuing, we're now going to add 7/9. When we add 7/9, we are going to have to figure out, again, what is 7/9 out of 54? 1/9 of 54 is 6. So if we have 7 of them, 7 times 6 is 42. So 45 plus 42 is actually 87. 87 out of 54. So if I write this in fraction form again, 87 out of 54. Many of you are saying, Miss Applegate, that's an improper fraction. We can actually convert that and make a whole. Yes, you can. So in order to do that, I can make one whole, which would be 87 take away 54, because 54 54ths makes one whole. So I'm going to write my fraction or form down here. 87, take away 54, just so that I show my work, is 33 left. 33 54ths. And the answer is 1 and 33 54ths.